Previously on Two Past Midnight.
We're passing through and we saw the house. We're just looking for a place to rest.
You don't look like you're doing very well.
No, I'm not.
Are you sick?
I am not sick from plague or illness or anything. It's radiation that's gotten to me.
I was taught I should help people when they are sick. You are obviously not well. We have water. You should rinse off.
Thank you.
Murph, you're over by the door. Kind of glance out the window and it's starting to get darker outside. But about 100 meters out in a tree line, you start seeing a figure move.
We got company.
Started.
Yeah, or we'll
I know.
never end.
So we're recording this the week after, the same week that I just did the announcement on the most recent episode for 153 of how we're coming to an end of the campaign. And kind of wanted to come in with what your guys' thoughts are on that, on how we're headed towards the end of the road. Bow, 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 bow.
Brian?
It means you have some kind of plan, and it is my sole purpose in life to make sure that fails and does not happen.
Well, I guess more so what I was curious was...
Write it down, put it in an envelope, because I want proof that I didn't destroy it before we get there.
See, but you're assuming that my plan is a plan, not like contingent plans. So...
Yeah. But I can still...
An incorrect assumption.
Yeah, I can still put a shotgun blast in the wrong place.
You can. You could totally put a shotgun blast in the wrong place. That'd be amazing. No, but I guess more so what my question was, like, what do you guys see as, like, not so much like what an end of the campaign looks like, but more so, like, what kind of threads do you feel like should be tied? You know what I mean? Like, what things, other than major ones, do you think should be revisited, is what I was asking. Are you curious about?
First off, it's crazy. It's by far the longest game campaign I've ever played, so that's astounding and really cool in and of itself that, I've been part of something that spanned over 3 years. So just thinking back on that, that's pretty cool. And I just want Jacob to die before it's all said and done.
Let me write that down. Kyle. Jacob. Gotcha. All right.
Skull and crossbones.
Question mark. It's good enough. What about you, Brian? Like, what side things do you think you're curious about?
Well, I mean, because we've kind of described this as like a season finale, not the series finale, I actually hope that more are left open than closed. So with as much stuff that's still out there and all the things that we've touched on, I hope most of it stays wide open so that there is no, like, I don't want to limit us to anything.
Right.
It's like, I don't want to close anything. I want it all to stay open so that it's like, well, if we wanted to, we could go this way or that way or America or stateside or, where was the old man headed that had
With
a generator
scooter?
and was hanging out by himself? Where was he going?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, leave it all open. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what's great about it is there are so many, little stories and little characters that if we wanted to, we could just grab and throw a couple of us with some new characters with it and start a whole new story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Heading in a completely different direction.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and I didn't necessarily mean like, what do you want me to make sure is tied up? It was more like curious what you guys were curious about, or if there were things that, like, even if it was like a little thing that's like, man, this one thing happened. That the old guy with the scooter is a great example of it. But yeah, it was just like some random thing, What about you, Chris? What anything specific jump out at you from like little bits of something that have been kind of like thrown in and just kind of we moved past it? Kind of jump out at you?
I'd be curious. about, although we might have an answer on this. I don't remember from way back. The Padre from The Village and the Villagers.
Oh, Father Roberts. Yep.
Yep. Because I remember the guy who was the imposter.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. But actual Father Roberts and the Villagers, like whether they made it, what happened to them once they got there.
Yeah, last we left them, they were at the village that Farmer was from because they met up with Farmer and Anna and Sully, and they were there. That was the last place we really dealt with them at all.
I want Yuri to be dead.
See, now you're getting into like real specifics of like events and how you want them to unfold, not necessarily.
Yeah. No, it's not a curiosity. And, the most of it's the big stuff, right? Like the possible Keanu reunion with Emmett, if that ever happens. But like little idiosyncratic kind of things, I don't know. I like when those things are sprung.
Jeremy.
I don't like anticipating them.
The big one, honestly, really is like the Keanu Emmett storyline. Like, I want to see that come to some kind of fruition. However that storyline turns out, like I want that to kind of be the finality of that. I feel like that's the best way for the story to go, because we focus so much on Emmett. Like, he's been such a predominant character, and finding Keanu and bouncing back and forth between storylines. But as far as other storylines, I would like to see some interaction between, some wrapping up of the story between Murph and Merrick, possibly, of like that his son, Merrick's son. I would like to see that turn into something.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and it was more so just I was curious, like what like little plot things have happened at some point that you guys are like, hey, this one thing, this one time, and then be like, oh, I haven't even thought about trying to tie that into things, But okay, I was just trying to get an idea.
I barely remember what we did last time.
That is fair.
Let alone
that is fair.
Random shit.
And there's so many throughout 3 years where if you bring something up, we'll be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that one thing. Yeah. That's fair. That is fair.
For me, it's the life and times of the radio DJ.
As far as I'm concerned, that needs to be like brought back and then still left open. You know what I mean? Because even then, that's kind of what I'm talking about is like, like revisit it and then just move on,
I do think it'd be cool to revisit some of the Staff Sergeant Dabrowski and embassy stuff. I think that might be interesting to at least fill in the gaps of like going from Warsaw to Krakow.
Well, that's a whole other. That's a campaign on its own.
Yeah, there was a big part of me that was like, oh man, a Krakow campaign would be amazing. Like just the inner city, inner workings, and
yeah.
I would like answers to whether there's an actual rescue boat or that was all poppycock.
Does it
as a player or a character?
Yes.
Yeah, is this Kyle speaking? Is this Anderson speaking or LT?
First of all, Kyle's confused by it, not real sure. And Anderson wasn't really.
This is actually Cole speaking, and I want to know if the boat actually.
Well, we could have had adventures in the city, except for the roadside bomb kind of ruined that.
It didn't ruin it. You guys still had 4 fucking PCs. And then you were down to 3 PCs. And then you were because you killed one.
Was murdering a PC in their sleep and piecing the fuck out.
Admittedly, that PC deserved it.
In all fairness, I will say that he totally deserved it. That was a fitting ending.
Yeah.
But also, y'all pieced out and we're like, we're out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was a lot. There's a lot to be done in that city. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I was just kind of curious where you guys were at on that. And so I can try to weave some of those things. All right, so where we left you guys off for the actual game was you guys had been traveling southwest along that original azimuth, whatever, and you ended up at this small farmhouse where there was a 15-year-old kid with a shotgun. You guys ended up crashing there. Merrick was sick from the radiation poisoning that he had gotten. Had gone upstairs to take a bath. You guys were hanging out in the kitchen. Chris was on watch, Murph was, and had noticed some movement in the tree line outside. That was where we had left things.
We got company.
Yep. That was the last line of the last episode. So let me move you guys to a map.
Which is way better than watch out for Charlie up in the trees.
All right, so here's a farmhouse in this little roundabout area, some little collapsed buildings around it, shit like that. Anywhere where there's green, I was just covering up a whole bunch of other rock shit that I don't want to be part of the map because, whatever.
Lanes of fire.
Just because,
That begs the question, is it open? What kind of terrain is it?
Open. If it's green like that, it's because I was covering up whatever other terrain there is, and it's open. That hex is now open.
Okay.
So, including this gray one right here. I just did that so that it matched the area around it.
Okay.
I wouldn't even notice if you didn't point it out.
Yeah. All right. So, Chris, Novik, I have you off to the side and kind of down here because you're upstairs.
Yeah.
And everybody else, I just have you spread out so that you can kind of see everybody's tokens was the main reason behind that. This would be the one kid with the shotgun right there with you, but you're all in the house. And it's actually the tree line to the north of the road, Chris, is where you start seeing movement. And let me move some people over to the token layer. But that's what you see. You see a couple people in the tree line.
Okay, so they're decent ways away.
Mm-hmm.
What's the kid's name? Did we
Boris.
get it?
His name was Boris.
I don't know if I ever... Okay.
No, we did. It came up. He introduced himself.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure whether Murph knew it or not.
Yeah.
Boris,
Yes?
are you expecting company? Armed?
No, I am not.
And you said they were kind of like moving stealthily.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It looks like they were trying to move stealthily through the tree line, but you saw them.
Yep. So to the north, I'm tracking 2 hostiles, assumed, either casing the joint or looking to infiltrate.
Do you think they see you?
I mean, I'm sure they see the house. I don't know if they got eyes on me yet.
As you're watching that way, Chris, you see another one in the tree line. So, like at this point, originally you saw 2, now you see 3.
All right, got a third joining them. Could be more. Could be squad level. You think we could assume that? We would have to assume. Boris, I'm assuming these guys are hostile. You got no friends in the area?
Not that I know of, no. And he yells something back in Polish, which you guys don't speak, but Merrick would know, but he's not in the room. He's upstairs in the tub. And you hear a little pitter-patter from the room, the next room, and like his brothers go and like hide somewhere else in the house. He cocks the shotgun for dramatic effect.
It would pick up the shell off the floor and hand it back to him. You might want all of them.
Oh, thank you very much. And he loads it back into the bottom of the shotgun. You don't know he had one in the chamber or not.
I'm pretty sure he cocked it when we showed up.
He pointed it at LT when you guys were walking away, but
I'm going to observe him for a bit. See what they're doing. If they start coming closer, we'll come to a decision of when to open up. I kind of want to see, let them come in and see if we can expose more.
Is
If they
there
expose more of themselves?
the stuff on the to the, what would that be? That would be to the east of the house. That's all like crumbled up looking building.
Yeah, it's all
That, but that wouldn't be considered like blocking as far as lanes
no,
of
it's not
fire or anything
blocking,
like
but
that?
you could theoretically go there and take cover if you wanted to.
Right.
But it wouldn't be blocking terrain, no.
Okay. Is there a back exit to this joint?
Yeah, there's a back door to the house. Yep.
Okay. Then I would like to try and sneak out the back and set up, if I could, set up like here so that I have the lane to the driveway coming in.
So you want to move to the east of the house and move into that rubble. Yeah.
Right. Well, I want to move into the tree line behind the rubble if the rubble's not blocking my...
Okay.
There's that small batch of trees there.
All right. Roll me a recon roll at +2. +2.
At a +2?
Yep.
So,
Would you say that we have windows at all four?
Yeah, I'd say you.
sides?
Yeah, you could like post up in the windows and.
that is a 10 and a 5. So
Okay,
2 successes.
so 2 successes. Chris, you see 2 more people in the south side of the road, on your guys' side of the road, in that tree line.
So now I've got 5.
Yep. All right, Emmett, so you go out the back door and circle around to the east.
Hey, should I follow Emmett, or what should I do here?
No, post up on the west side of the building. See what we got
Which side's
coming
the
in
west
from that
side?
direction. The left.
Over here?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because I spotted 2 in the tree line to the northwest.
North? Okay.
Keep an eye on them and see if there's any more.
So I would pull out my Dragnov and do the best I can from the western side. Try to find a window or whatever.
Is no one going to alert Merrick?
I was getting there, but I didn't want to keep stepping on everybody's toes.
LT, roll a recon roll at a +1. Emmett, what did you get again?
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay.
Merrick, we got company.
2 successes, an 8 and a 9. Yeah.
So Bruce is going out the west side of not going out, but like at a window on the west side. Emmett is to the tree line to the southeast, and Novik is upstairs, and Murph is posted up where?
Right now at the north side.
Okay.
And he's going to go prone and use the scope for targeting.
I mean, at this point, it would be more so like partial cover, like out the windows, what you're talking about, right?
Or at the front door, but yeah, I would say window.
It's up to you on which one
Now
you want to do.
we'll say window for now. At one point, I'm probably going to open the door and go prone. But so he calls out. I've got 2 between 9 and 10 o'clock, 3 11 to 12. Guys, call them out if you've got any others.
And you, Emmett, you can only see the ones to the furthest east. Like, you can't see the ones further west because of the house. You know what I mean? Like, the house blocks some of your view from where you are, and the foliage to your northwest.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Chris, further north, you see a couple more of them appear. 3 more in the tree line.
Oof. Okay, I got eyes on another 3. 11 o'clock. Northwest. So now we got 8 total in sight.
We cut up to Merrick in the tub.
I was curious, so I rolled recon to see if he heard.
If the water was running.
So the water's running, and he's sitting on the side of the tub, and he's wearing just his trousers, and his boots are unlaced, and he reaches down, takes off a boot, and the water's running.
I actually thought we already did the tub thing, which is why he got the bonus for the stamina thing.
Oh, did we already do the tub thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so like he's actively in the tub?
Yeah.
Even fucking better. His head was underwater at the time, so he's like just floating in the tub and feeling the weightlessness of this. And his sidearm is sitting on the sink, and the rifle's stacked in the corner, but only his eyes are above the water at the moment. His eyes and his nose.
And the camera would like tilt up and like go out the window and pan across the group of people in the tree line to the north of y'all.
What is their attire?
Civilian clothes.
Weapons?
Various assorted assault rifles, hunting rifles, things of the sort, shotguns, random mismatch of stuff.
Yep. Where the fuck is Merrick? Boris, go get Merrick.
Hold on. And he goes up the stairs. You guys can see them move in the tree line. The ones that were, not the one that's the furthest east, but the ones that were a little bit further west start to move further to the east. And it looks like they're like looking your way and kind of like taking positions behind trees. These ones start to cross over. The ones further to the west start to cross over into that next patch of trees where the other ones are. And then there's the two that are closer to you are kind of like moving closer in the tree line, but they're like moving into positions behind trees. We hear it tap, 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 tap. And Merrick's still like partly submerged under the water.
What is it?
Mr. Novak, your friend Murph sent me up. We have company outside. Not the good kind.
Not the good. Okay, I'll be right there. He jumps out of the tub, pulls on his underwear, BVDs, and puts on his boots. Doesn't even take time to put his pants on and grabs his rifle.
Yeah, of course. You come downstairs, and the kid's down there with the shotgun, kind of like looking out a window also on the north end. And he's kind of like checking the ones to the south too, just to make sure nothing's coming in from that way.
Where are they coming from? Where is the problem?
Merrick, I've got 6 to our north/northwest, so 12, 11 o'clock. Another 2 at about 10, 9 o'clock.
Okay. Mr. Murph, there are bedrooms upstairs that are facing north and west. Do you want to... we spread out along the house?
Yeah, but you always yell at me for shooting first and asking questions later.
There are more of them. We don't need to shoot first, but we do need to be prepared.
Absolutely, but why don't we try yelling out to them and see? They probably followed us, and they potentially could be worried about the kid here. I don't know, but it's
that
worth.
Could be.
Actually, you guys would have been coming from the like east, and they seem to be coming from the west.
Different direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a chance that they don't mean hostile intent upon us. They could be protecting the kid. Who knows? They're probably hostile, obviously. But
Boris, do you know anybody that would come here to check on you?
No, I don't.
The kid says no. He says no one would look for him.
Sorry, I said that in English so that he knew too. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I was clarifying question.
Right.
So I think you should yell out to them and give them the option to state their intentions, or we are going to mow them down.
Okay, this sounds like okay.
You mean me? That I should do this?
No, Boris. You Yeah, you. Here.
Shell goes flying out of the shotgun.
You should stay with your siblings. Take care of them. Go with them. If the shooting starts, you need to leave.
I can shoot.
I know you can shoot, but you need to stay alive to take care of them. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Their lives are more important than this building.
You are right, and the best way to take care of them would be to kill them. Not my siblings. I mean them. Like the.
Oh, right. Now we're talking about taking care of them.
Look at me. These men are killers. They can do more than you ever can. So what you need to do, what you need to focus on, is taking care of those two young ones.
Yes, and I have taken care of them by killing killers. Roll me a persuasion roll.
Yep.
We'll just do it flat. Because
flat?
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 6 and a 7. I got 2 successes.
Mr. Merrick, I appreciate your concern. I have been taking care of my siblings this long, and I will continue to do so.
You're stubborn like mule.
Yeah, you should be used to that by now.
I rolled a 10 on his. It's like I also got 2 successes, so.
Okay, you kill killers, you have shotgun. His spread is bullshit, so you stay by front door. Anyone comes through that front door before anyone else, you fucking light them up, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have front door.
Merrick, I'm going to take that spot up top that you talked about, the window with the north view.
Okay, you take window with north view.
Chris, did you roll a recon roll at a +1 for moving into a position?
No, because I hadn't moved, because I had rolled the initial recon.
Yeah, so. But that was to notice them. This is a, do they notice you?
Okay.
Yeah. +1.
+1?
Yep.
7, 11. 7, 11. 3.
3 successes. Okay. All right, so Murph, you go upstairs. Pick a window, one of the bedroom windows on the north-facing side, correct?
Yes.
Okay. LT, you're still looking out the window to the west, covering that way.
Do I see anybody?
Yes, you see the people in the tree line also.
I will overwatch one of the guy on the right.
Mm-hmm. And Merrick, what are you doing? Boris is covering the front door with the shotgun. But I'm assuming you were going to go out the front door and yell at them, basically? Was that your plan?
I don't know. I hadn't thought that far ahead yet. Merrick's standing in this living room, in this low roof, low ceiling room, and he's just standing there in his boots and his underwear, and he's got this rifle in his hand.
Kids by the door with the shotgun.
The kids by the front door with the shotgun. LT's out the side window with a rifle, and he's just standing there. And none of this makes sense to him. Like, it all makes sense, but it just seems so out of place for existence. And I, as a player, don't really know what to do at this present moment, so I'm gonna roll for it. He's either going to yell from inside or he's going to go outside, and odds seems like he's going to go outside. So let's figure this out. I don't know.
We cut over and we see Emmett in the tree line. Tell me what that looks like, Brian.
Well, Emmett, he moved to out the back and into the tree line and set up. He's got he's kind of aimed down the end of the driveway, like they would come down the driveway at this point. But his main goal where he's set up at is mainly to, as he has been trying to do even with Murph and everything, is he is leaving a lane open for retreat. So he's kind of set himself up in a position to where situation goes bad, he kind of can be the last line of defense as everybody else tries to move out and away.
We see Murph moving into position upstairs. Chris?
Yeah, he goes to the window, takes a knee. These windows, openable?
Yes. Yeah, openable.
Opens it so he can get, obviously, he doesn't want to break the glass on the kid's house. And then he's going to put, in his mind, the road that's going west to east, east to west, is like his line of demarcation. So he's going to put Overwatch right on the north side of the road. And after he posts up and gets dialed in, he's kind of trying to adjust the scope a little bit. He's yelling down to these guys, make sure we're not getting any from the south or the east either.
Merrick
takes a deep breath. Looks at Boris and says, all right, I'm going out the door. If I come running back in, don't shoot me.
You said to shoot anyone that comes through the door.
I know what I said. If you see a man running through the door with his underwear on, and that's it, don't shoot, okay?
Strange world we live in now.
It keeps getting weirder by the day. And he steps out the door.
All right, so Merrick walks outside, out the front door, in his underwear, carrying a rifle. What does he do, Jeremy?
We see you there to the north, in the west, the northwest. I think that's far enough. That's plenty of space. Whoever's in charge, we can talk.
So you hear a voice from one of the guys from the tree line, like, yells back. It's like, what do we have to talk about?
Well, what we have to talk about is you're headed this way and we're already here.
How many we are we talking about? All I see is one man in his underwear.
Do you think this crazy old man would be standing in his underwear if he was alone?
Maybe.
Are you a betting man?
All right, this is the point in the conversation where I think we should do the rolls for it, just to see how it's going.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's cover the modifiers on this. I kind of like it when shit goes into social encounters. Like, I love social conflicts. All right. Modifiers. Social conflicts.
Oh, right. I may not get all my dice.
Yes. All right. So you definitely don't get a bonus for having more people than him.
No.
Because you know you don't have more people than him. Yeah, yours is going to be flat.
Oh.
Well, no, you're going to take a -1. Yeah, -1. There you go. That's where we're at. You're on...
well, that's fun. It's only a -1.
Yeah, only a -1. All right, so let's roll the first round of this because these are pushable rolls. So.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy, what'd you get?
I got an 8 and a 1.
Yeah, so, I mean, it basically goes like that right then. He's like, you know, I don't know, maybe. Maybe you'd be crazy enough to do this. You could be by yourself.
I'm going to burn a challenge coin.
Okay. Could just be one crazy man in underwear with a rifle. Jeremiah, for our audio listeners, which is everybody, Jeremiah's dancing in his little block.
I got the very best possible thing I could get. I got a 10. So I got 2 successes.
3 successes.
Total, 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay.
You know what? You're right. I could be a crazy man standing out here in my tidy whities with a rifle, but honestly, do you want to fuck with the man that has the balls to stand out on a porch with a rifle wearing nothing but his fucking briefs? Is that the kind of day you want to have?
So you hear a pause, just silence for an uncomfortable amount of time. You hear a little bit of a murmur coming from the other side of the road. It's like, honestly,
I got all night.
Honestly, so we were just passing through and saw this and thought maybe there might be something useful, but we're going to be on our way. And they start heading north. Like they were headed east before. They start headed north, like away from, in a direction like around, circumventing the house. And they disappear off at your guys' vision. We see Merrick still standing out there in his underwear.
Merrick's standing there on the porch with the rifle, just watching them go. And he looks up at the sky. I don't remember whether it's cloudy or sunny or not cloudy, because it's night.
It is evening. We were headed into night, so we're at the end of the evening shift, and it is clear, and it is a half moon.
Clear, half moon?
Yeah.
So he looks up at the sky, and he just takes this huge sigh of relief, and he's just lost for a moment. Doesn't even know where he's at.
Over Merrick's shoulder, we can see Murph up in the second floor and Emmett over in the tree line, and Boris at the door, kind of like peeking out.
Merrick, what'd you say to them?
I told them that a man with the balls to come at them in his underwear was not to be fucked with. And they believed me.
Well, probably saved their lives. And maybe some of ours. And Murph goes trotting down, closes the window, goes trotting down the stairs.
Boris, do you have any alcohol here?
I think we have some left. Hold on. And he goes and over top the cabinet, like one of the high cabinets in the kitchen, he like pulls it out from behind. He's like, don't let my brother see this.
No, of course not, of course.
He pulls out a bottle of vodka.
And Merrick, without even asking, just grabs a glass and kind of looks in it, blows some of the dust out of it, whether there's dust or not, and pours a small glass and hands it back to him.
He's already got another glass and he's pouring one for himself.
And he just sits down on a couch in the living room with this glass of vodka and the rifle in his hand.
Emmett, you could see them too, like headed off into the north and kind of out of your visual range. Same with you, LT. You saw them head off.
Yeah, Emmett would grab up his stuff and head inside.
Boris, they're gonna keep coming. Maybe not these people, maybe someone else. I know you have some attachment to this place. But the lives of your siblings, you're gonna run out of people. If it's just you, there were so many more of them. And if we hadn't been here, what would have happened to you? How many shells do you have for that shotgun? What do you have, 5, 6, maybe? That's not even enough to get all of them.
I can hit them with other side.
Yeah, and they can shoot you.
Just ask Kyle.
From farther away.
Last time this card came up, I smashed him in face.
Children can be deadly.
I understand your concern, sir.
Stop this sir shit. For real, kid. I mean it. The world is fucking bad enough. You don't need to be out here on your own, working by yourself for... Where do you see this going? What exactly do you see coming out of that?
Okay.
Because there's not a whole lot of way you can go.
Well, let me one up your suggestion. Where do you see me going? Where do you see us going that's safe? Where have you been that's safe? This is my home.
Humanity, forever, has thrived on its collectiveness. If you are by yourself, and there are still marauders out there, they may not get you next time. They may not get you the time after that, but they will get you.
They might.
No, they will.
Your assumption
It is inevitable.
is that I can't pick up that first guy's weapon and shoot the next guy with that one.
Your assumption is that you will always be sufficient and you will never be harmed in the process of picking up those weapons. You need someone watching your back. And your brother, your siblings, your younger siblings, they're not even old enough to make good spotters for you, let alone combatants. You need help. And it's not a fucking... Look, there's no shame in it. And yeah, some places, nowhere's safe. Nowhere is absolutely safe. But there are safer.
And as it has been, I have kept this place safe. And from what I've seen, nowhere else is any safer.
You haven't seen anywhere else, boy.
I have, actually. You assume that I've just been sitting here in this house this whole time. I have not. My mother, when she died, we were looking for somewhere else safe. We didn't find it. So we came back home. Because at least then, we could die, if we die, at home. Not on the road.
I'm not talking about the road. I'm talking about a town. Grozek. Krakow.
Yeah.
Warszawa.
And just as much likelihood of getting killed on the road to those places. So I could stay here and wait for trouble, or go find it.
Ref, could you throw us on the big map real quick?
Sure. We are right near a town. Yeah. He knows this. He knows where he is.
He knows where he lives. I don't know where we are.
Yeah.
There are several towns along the way we are traveling. You could come with us. And when we find safe place, and when you find a place safe enough for you and your siblings, you can stay there.
We could. But as I said, this is my home.
Just think on it. It's only dirt. It's only wood. It's only stone. Because if you die, what happens to your siblings?
If.
The arrogance of youth.
Murph goes like striding over to Merrick and like slaps him on the shoulder. Good job, Merrick. Those guys took off, man. If they had crossed that street, we were gonna go loud and this party was gonna get started.
Oh, yeah. Yes, yeah, the people on the street. No, it's, we were lucky. We were lucky that, they say lunatic on porch and, turn around and walk other way.
Good for them.
Are you gonna put pants on?
He's still sitting on the couch. He hasn't even moved, at this point.
Yeah, and you see Boris, he's sitting there at like one of the like what would be like one of the kitchen chairs. You know, he's like sitting there, he's got the shotgun, the butt of the shotgun's like just resting on the floor. And he's holding it by like the pump on it. He's got his glass of vodka in the other hand. But he's got this look in his eyes, Jeremy, like through that whole conversation, like well beyond his years, you know? Like, yeah.
Oh, yes, Mr. Emmett, yeah, I'm going to get dressed. And he looks back at Boris, looks him dead in the eye, and says, "We all die. But how is the important part." And then he goes upstairs.
LT, you're still looking out the window. You don't see any movement. You think you see
Looks
something.
clear, guys. Looks real clear.
What's funny is we thought we got the encounter card, but they actually did, and it was the crazy Paul on the porch in his underwear card.
That's it. What?
And they decided to back off.
Shane, please write up that card. And send it.
You really want to do this? Nope. Back off.
No idea what's up with this crazy old guy in his underwear.
Yep, we're losing a hex movement.
Well,
We'll walk
around.
this one. Just walk around.
I love the idea of like the party being the encounter card for the other group. It's like, dude, we were just passing through, man.
Yeah, you see a farmhouse. Oh, let's go check and see if there's anything. We're out of here. We're out.
No.
Backing off.
I heard banjos and a guy on the porch in his
It's underwear and a
I'm
rifle.
out.
It's like, never mind. This seems like a whole thing. Oh man,
I love that. I love that way of looking at it.
that you guys are the encounter for some other group. Yeah.
Now I'm curious as to like, what's the Polish version of banjos?
Accordions?
Would it be?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wooden shoes clogging?
I think I'm gonna go with accordions. I'm gonna go accordions. Yeah. It's like
Okay.
It's like, it's in like 3-4 times.
A polka.
Yeah.
Like a polka.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Merrick goes upstairs.
When Merrick goes upstairs, Murph goes over to Boris and sticks his fist out for Knuckles, and he's like, "You're a brave kid. We're kind of lucky that Merrick talked him out of it, because I was getting close to open fire, and if it wasn't for him, I would have done already opened fire."
Yeah, probably me too. Oh shit, hold on. And he like yells something in Polish, and his two brothers come out from their hiding spot. I've almost forgot about them.
The little ones. Good job keeping them safe. Yeah, I'm more of a fire first and ask questions later. Merrick's kind of my conscience here.
Kyle, roll me a d6 for the weather roll, because we're going into the night shift, since that was the evening.
I rolled a 5, sir.
It is still clear skies, and the night of the 10th of July. And it is the waxing moon. That's where we're at. So what do you guys want to do for the night shift? What is your plan?
Well, I mean, I would say we just go on our normal rotation. Let everybody catch rest before we continue on, as long as the kid doesn't have a problem with us staying here.
No, that's fine. I had already offered. I'd let you all stay the night.
Yeah, so then it would be
Murph and Merrick.
yeah, and Emmett and LT racking out.
Yeah, can we use that bedroom for watch?
That is my brother's bedroom.
Okay, it's got a good view.
Yeah, he likes to look out on the yard.
Me too. That's how we spotted those guys.
Well, you spotted them from the first floor.
Right. I got you, but it's fine. I definitely do not want to intrude, especially on the kiddos. So we'll be good down here.
I mean, you could try to persuade him.
Nah. No, it's all good.
All right, so wait, so who's staying up? Murph and
Merrick.
All right.
Merrick. Merrick's gonna go up and he's gonna get dressed, and he gets his clothes on and finishes up with the bath and comes down.
Yeah, and he's telling his brothers to go to bed in there. They go upstairs, and he's still sitting downstairs with the shotgun. We see LT and Emmett going off to go crash, and Boris is still sitting there with the shotgun.
Boris, you can get some sleep. It's okay.
No, I'll be fine.
Okay. I mean, you don't know us, so it makes sense that if you don't trust us, that's fine.
I'll wait and see.
It makes sense.
Merrick, I think you're rubbing off on me.
Oh, how's that?
Well, since the incident with the hunters, I thought better of firing first. That's why I wanted you to talk to them.
Yeah.
I mean, we got 8 guys moving in on us. My first instinct is to start taking them out.
Yeah, I'm glad they, I don't know, there's 8 people versus our, small, they have twice as many people, They could be okay, we don't know. But, probably turned out best possible way. But actually, best possible way is they become friends and we, work together. But this is okay. It's not worst possible case.
Yeah, I think you're giving me a conscience, which is a good thing, but not always a good thing in combat.
See, you are a soldier, I am policeman. It's a different thing.
Getting my humanity back isn't the end of the world.
If you have no humanity, then you are a what? Monster, huh?
A tool.
Chris, I'm gonna ask you not to set me up like that.
I knew what I was saying. I was just hoping that you wouldn't take. I was just hoping you wouldn't take the bait. And I almost said instrument, but then I figured you would go musical. So,
either way, all of those things are. So you're like Hammer with no hand.
Oh, you've heard the stories.
Of your background.
At least in our time here.
I have not heard all of them, but I have seen enough. But,
yeah, a lot of killing. Emmett and I have done what we've had to survive and, obviously lost some of our companions along the way, but we seem to keep surviving, so it's hard to break away from that mentality.
I think you either deserve many medals or a long prison sentence.
The winner decides that. But fuck the medals. Right now it's just
so prison
surviving.
Sentence it is. Okay. You go to jail. All right.
Yeah, the winner writes the history books, Merrick.
Well, there is no winner now.
We see the sun starting to come up in the east. Kyle, roll me a weather roll for the morning.
A 2, sir.
It's still clear. And the sun starts to come up.
If you or someone you love is struggling with combat-related PTSD, please call 877-717-7873. Again, that number is 877-717-PTSD. Or you can visit online ptsdusa.org. That's PTSD Foundation of America. If you call, you'll be immediately connected to a combat veteran who understands those experiences. And if you go to the website, they have in-person groups scattered throughout the United States. And if there isn't a peer group near you, they have online peer groups. Again, that's PTSD Foundation of America. If you're struggling, you don't have to go it alone.